a secret?
Now, welcome back. Sportscast NFL Game Day Show. Like we always say, check us out on iTunes, iHeartRadio, subscribe to the show.
Did you play my song?
I did.
You didn't let me introduce it, man. You cut the break.
I think everybody knows.
You think they've heard that song before?
That song that you played.
Well, that was just they just made their way through L.A. with some big concerts, so I just thought I'd throw some little
Metallica. It's always a good song, man. It's always a good headbanging song. All right, guys, going to finish up on our Pigskin Pick'ems Week 2 and our PM games, but first we have to do our normal greatest segment that we all love, Shot and Shit of the Week, brought to you by Juicy Whip, juicywhip.com, official sponsor of the show. Number one horchata seller, vendor, maker in the United States. Check them out all year. I'll put a local Circle K, 7-Eleven. If you're drinking horchata, you're drinking it from us. So, juicywhip.com. All right, Knocker.
Okay, I have a few of them, so I'm going to make them really quick.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going to do the shits first.
Okay.
You looters out there,
yeah,
you're all a bunch of scum-sucking sons of bitches. And Satan waits for you. Satan has a place reserved for you. I can't even believe people do these kinds of things. You're stealing, man. You're stealing stuff that doesn't belong to you from people who are suffering in a crisis. I just don't understand it. If it was up to me, I'd just walk by and just put a bullet in your head and you're done. I'm sorry. That's the lowest form of that's just low.
Humanity.
It's just terrible. It's just absolutely horrible. How you can feel good about it is just beyond my capable. The next shit of the week is the cop who busted the hot dog vendor.
Dude, that guy's got $60,000. Someone started a go
right?
whatever page for him. Dude's got $60,000 now.
Okay, you want to write him the ticket because it's against the law? I don't have a problem with that at all. But you took his wallet and you took his money.
Yeah.
You have no business opening that man's wallet. You have no idea where that money came from. That's just wrong.
Yep.
I don't care what the law says. That's just not the spirit of the law. And that was just plain ass mean. So they really have a GoFundMe.
You're a douche.
Yeah, he's up to 60,000.
I think that's
Twitter,
awesome. I think it's fantastic.
He took both of his bacons.
Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. I'll give you.
That was pretty good, right?
I'll give him a ding.
That was pretty good. And whoever you are, and you know who you are, you classless asshole who wrote the note to Kevin Sumlin.
Oh, yeah.
Called
him the N-word?
Yes. It's a football game.
Yeah.
It's a football game. Nobody died. Okay? Nobody died. Nobody got raped. Nobody got stolen from. Nobody went. It's a football game. Calm the F down. You guys lost. Move on to next week because I don't know. If you're from Texas, there might be a few bigger problems going on in that state right now. You might want to check yourself.
Jerk alert.
On the other side, I have one double.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
I have one double.
You have one double shot?
Right, shot and shit.
Oh, damn.
Right?
No, that's not good.
Baker Mayfield. Dude. Big balls for grabbing the flag and planting it in the middle of the O at Ohio Stadium, man.
Love it.
Dude, they sang, when they beat Oklahoma last year, they sang the Ohio State song on the field afterwards. So suck my balls,
payback,
Buckeye fans.
right?
Yeah.
You know they pay refs when they play Michigan every year. Bastards.
So, okay, I didn't really know that Ohio State did that last year.
Yes, they
okay,
did.
so he's not on my shit side.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, plant that fucking flag and don't apologize for it.
I like
dude.
it.
I wish he would have thrown it into the crowd.
Really? Just
Right?
javelined it at some dude's head.
Here you go, douchebag.
So awesome. Just sticks in some Ohio State.
I thought
dude's
it
head.
was great. What a big win for the Oklahoma Sooners
He
this
just
week.
goes 300 action from the movie, just chucks it just way back and just
You
sticks
know what?
it right in him.
For the one thing that I will say about that, that's what college sports is all
Right?
about. Him planting the flag in the middle of the O, that's great.
I-
We never
yeah.
get that in the NFL.
Right? No, nothing. Nothing.
No.
And just again, I'm watching. You bring that up. I'm watching the college games. You got the band. You got the student section, and they're rocking back and forth. They're doing whatever unison thing. You don't see that in the NFL. You don't see none of that in the NFL. The enthusiasm, the energy in a college football stadium is unparalleled. Only thing bigger is NHL playoff hockey. The next one, we already covered the Bills fans. Got to give it up for my Trojans. They just took Stanford, they stood him up, and they bitch slapped him. And it hasn't happened since What's Your Deal? It hasn't happened since Pete Carroll was here. They haven't they haven't handled Stanford like that. Stanford's been pitching them in the face for the last 10 years. So for USC to come out and just tell them, you could tell from the opening drive that they were just going to beat you up. We're here to beat you up today. Yeah, we got talent. Yeah, we got speed. But we're going to run this thing down your throat like you've been doing it for us for the last few years. And they did it, and they didn't let up. And what a great
Texas
game
this weekend
for the USC Trojans. They played Texas for the first time since the epic game in 2006. What a great win! Just
right.
what a nice win. And my last one is going to go to Sloane Stephens for winning
Good shot.
the U.S. Open. Good for her. She's come battled back. She was, I think, ranked 957th when she came back from her foot surgery of last year, and to win her first Grand Slam title in the fashion that was a great semifinal against Venus Williams. For her to win, I'm pretty happy for her. I think that's a pretty big deal, so she deserves a shot.
Okay.
And not only that, she doubled basically her career earnings from that.
I
win.
know, right?
That's
The
just
one check.
awesome. That's crazy.
Some money.
I'm going to go with the shits first.
Okay.
Monday Night Football reporter Sergio Dipp, man. Especially because I work in the industry, it's very frustrating to see somebody like that have that big of a flub on that big of a stage. I don't even want to
for
go
those,
into it. It's terrible.
No, we're going to play it because he was
play
going to
it.
be because you had a bad day, but I'm going to go play it now. This
Having
is again
the time
ESPN,
of my life.
This is the ESPN. This guy he has a job with
Yeah.
ESPN to be a sideline reporter, and any one of us three would have done 10 times the job that this guy did. Somehow he has a job. Let's play the tape here. It's pretty
Through
bad.
the end zone and out to the 25-yard line for the Chargers, and here's Sergio Dipp.
Beth, Coach, it's a pleasure to be with you guys here on the field from up close, just watching Coach Vance Joseph from here. You watch him now on the screen. This diversity in his background is helping him a lot
this
tonight.
is the same,
Quarterback at Colorado, defensive back in the NFL, and here he is having the time of his life this night, making his head coaching debut.
That was horrible.
Now,
that
is
was
English
the
his second language?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he is the ESPN Deportes, but that doesn't matter because you're on the job description. It's required that you have to be probably bilingual.
Right.
That has to be a thing. Like you have to know.
He made Rex Ryan
bad.
look really good, and Rex Ryan was like shit. Like
Right?
he does not need to be in a booth.
No, he
And
doesn't.
I'm sorry, that woman. I'm not gonna be sexist. Can't call a fucking football game, okay? That whole broadcast team last
she's
night.
better than some of the people they have on the
horrible.
air. I'm
that
sorry.
whole broadcast team was goddamn horrible last
She's
night.
better
that
than
was-
some people they have
You
on
know
the
what
air.
pissed me off is that was probably one of the best games of week 1, and we got the F team.
Yes, you got the F team. Instead of A
I
team,
love
you got
Rex
the
Ryan
F team.
too. Yeah, this is a game where they're going to come out and they're going to do what they do. Blah, blah, they're playing for the names on the back of their jersey. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Dude, it's the name on the front of the jersey.
Yeah,
you
it's a-
jackwad. Don't. Jesus. And she even had to reel him back in. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, down boy.
So I'm with the Cam on that one, man.
It got better in the second half, but
It
it was
did.
a complete train wreck.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was.
first half.
It was
It was
bad.
pretty bad.
It was bad.
I told my mom I'm going to mute this game or go to Deportes. I was going to switch
Go to
to ESPN.
Deportes. You just go to
Yeah.
Spanish. You don't give a shit.
No, I don't.
That's funny.
Second.
What else you got?
Second, I'm going to go to John Jones again. Sample B just
Fucking
came
John
back.
Jones.
Sample B just came back for his last drug test, and that confirmed that he was positive again. You're a douchebag. Nobody wants you in the UFC. Go away.
All right.
And I'm going to go with shot. Lakers retiring Kobe's number. I know Knocker doesn't like it.
Numbers.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna retire both.
I like it.
That's
I'm all right
douchey.
with it.
No, that's
is
so
douchey.
douchey.
It is
Cam,
so-
yeah, thank you for admitting it.
Come on,
We're
that's
both
douchey, but I like
we
it.
both
It's the
love,
Lakers.
We both
You have
love Kobe,
16
but that's
trophies.
Yeah, but
You don't retire one guy's two numbers.
See, the problem is
So
24.
douchey.
24
Doesn't matter.
was the better player, but 8 was technically the somewhat, as people call it, somewhat pedophile or rapist or
Right.
Have a
Why
nice
are
day,
we putting 8
douchebag!
up there?
why? Yeah, Fro Kobe was too
Come
awesome,
on.
dude. I love Fro Kobe.
Fine, but his
Fro
number
Kobe
was
was
24.
fucking
We
cool.
don't retire two numbers.
Yeah, come on, Cam. You know it's
That's
douchey.
stupid.
We're both Lakers fans. We're huge Kobe fans. That's douchey.
I would say 24. If I was
Okay,
gonna go.
Thank you.
Okay, all
All
right.
right, and I'm gonna. You know what? It's gonna piss Knocker off. I know.
Oh, God. And twice?
Yeah.
Bam.
Shit to USC because they their game program got released this year for the Texas game, and they said they're 4-0 all time against Texas with a vacated loss in 2006. That's douchey.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's very douchey.
That's
Very-
terrible.
It's very petty. So they did that. They did that against Texas. I don't think that's good.
pretty sad.
Okay,
Yeah.
Knocker can't even comment on that, so you can't even rebuttal that.
That's bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Come on.
douche.
All
And
right.
they said, 2006 loss vacated. It was like they vacated wins, not losses.
Yeah.
Right? Hello.
All right. All right, so
douche.
those are your shots, Cam?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to lead
I've
with
got,
the last one.
let's see, I've got a shit of the week for the Dodgers. You've had
Yeah,
about the last
little
2
rough,
weeks. They've
little
lost
rough week.
11 straight. Knocker, if you were to bet $100 and just let it roll, betting against the Dodgers through this losing streak, for your $100, you just let it ride after every game.
Right. I understand what let it ride means,
You'd
Josh.
have $9.1 million
Would you really?
off $100 in 11 games.
See, this is like this. This
It's
is like
crazy.
this is like the same thing though. These streaks are like ridiculous. Like that guy who let it ride every week for the Packers
Yeah.
when they got to the NFC
Yeah.
Championship game. It's like you can't predict that.
Yeah, and the Indians right now,
But that's
Knocker,
why you do it. Just hey, let's see what happens.
Indians get my shot of the week because they've won 19 straight.
Yes.
And if you were to let $100 ride on them, you'd have $720,000.
Not
That's
bad.
too
My
bad.
lord.
All right, Knocker. Also give a shot of the week to Kareem Hunt. Got to give him up, man.
Yeah.
Rookie debut for the Chiefs.
For sure.
Guy was a stud. Another shit of the week. I got a shit and a shot. The shit goes to Andy Dalton. The shot goes for the fan who threw the hat at him because that's just fantastic to throw a hat at the crappy quarterback. And my last shot of the week goes to none other than this man who's going to be retiring from doing action movies. One of the best action actors ever, Knocker. And he had this famous line.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
So good.
I think he means it.
You know what? You know what? The thing that
awesome.
the thing that pisses me off about those. If they would have made one, it would have been great. Just
Right.
like one. You put it into like four.
The daughter was hot. I didn't mind watching her.
It's just money, though.
Yeah,
it's just
daughter.
blatant.
I know, but
blatant
it's
play
hot.
for
It's
money,
just-
right?
It's such an FU to everybody.
Right.
But hey, man, Liam Neeson says he's retiring from doing action movies. So I mean, he's had some great ones, but that in particular, his Taken character, he's just fucking badass,
Awesome.
dude. Just a badass.
Unbelievable.
All right, those have been my shot and my shits of the week, Knocker.
Let's do it.
Let's get your glasses ready, and here we go. So good, Knock. All right,
I
Knock.
just love vodka.
Let's finish out week 2. Breathing fire. You're like the dragon queen on what's it called? Just breathing fire out there. Jakaris. Just breathing your vodka boy. All right, Knock, here we go. Let's get
Let's
week
do it.
2.
Let's finish
NFL,
it.
here we go.
Oh. Mr. Awesome wanted a shot of the week for the
Okay.
Chiefs and the Trojans whooping that ass.
Okay, I like
All
that.
right,
Whooping
all right,
that
all
ass.
right.
I'll take it.
So
All
we
right.
gotta give them that.
Yep, we do. Week 2, NFL. Here we go, guys. Get your pickers. Make sure you lock them in by Thursday's game here. All right, Knock. Here we go. Going to be another, just a fantastic late games of football here, Knocker. Here we go. First up here on the list, starting off the afternoon, we've got
Jets versus Raiders.
Jets and Raiders here,
I
Knocker.
don't know if this is a fantastic game.
No, I didn't say this was fantastic. I said we have some fantastic games in the
No.
line. This is going to be a blowout. I think it's a Knocker. I'll let you guess the spread real quick. I mean, it's going to be up there.
What game is this?
We got Raiders Jets in the black hole.
Oh, this is the Heidi game. I love it. The Heidi ball. Neither one of you guys know what I'm talking
No, we
about.
don't
For those
care.
of you that do, it's the Heidi ball.
Okay, Jets on the road.
The Raiders going to destroy this
What do you
team.
think the spread is,
10.5.
Cam?
A lot to a little.
It's 14, man. They're going to be 2 touchdowns to the Jets here. Obviously, I'm going to take the Raiders at home. They're dominant. I'll take them actually to cover that snow.
Don't do it. Just do it. Have balls.
Yeah, have balls. Raiders minus 14. They
I
whoop
like
that
it.
ass.
Yeah, normally they have a lot of trouble with this team.
They do, but the
really
Jets
do.
got
Historically,
nothing,
they
though.
have a lot of trouble with this
It's gonna be
team.
jacked up there in Oakland, too.
Going
It's
across the
crazy.
country. Nobody got hurt for the Raiders last week.
Yep.
I think they throw 35 up on the board.
Yeah, 35-14,
And
something
I think
like
they
that.
cover it, yeah.
I agree, Cam.
If you could take Joe Namath, repair his leg, put him back in his prime, they still lose this game.
All right.
I'll take the Raiders.
And take him
by
to
a
cover?
lot. Oh, yeah. by
Yeah,
a
okay.
lot.
All right, next game up here. Here we go.
Dolphins versus Chargers.
Dolphins versus Chargers here. Dolphins playing the first game of the season here against the Chargers coming off the short week and the loss to the Denver Broncos here, Knocker. What do you think the spread is in this one? Dolphins on the road
I think the Chargers would be
against the 0-1
favored.
Chargers.
I think the Chargers would be favored. I think they're going to be favored based on the way they finished that game. They found a little spark. I think they're going to be favored by 4 points.
I was going to say 3.5 for the Chargers.
4.5 is going to be the spread there for the Chargers. Dolphins on the road. I'm going to go ahead and take the Chargers at home in this one, Knocker. They did impress me coming back in that game. I think they finally found something in their offense. I like Phillip Rivers, man. The guy's just a gamer, dude. Say what you want about. I know. Say
He's
what you want,
such a
man.
douchebag.
Whatever,
I know,
dude.
right?
He's been stuck in a douchey organization. I mean, he's carried that organization for 10 years now. I'm going to take the Chargers at home, and I'll take the Dolphins in the points because I do think it's going to be a close game here. I'll take the Dolphins in the 5 points. Give me the Chargers and pick'ems.
I'm taking the Chargers, and I see Jay Cutler throwing 3 interceptions, man.
First game, 3
I just
interceptions,
see
Jay
3
Cutler.
interceptions from Jay Cutler,
All right,
man.
that pick's not biased. All right.
I am taking the quarterback that I hate the least, so I'll go with the Chargers.
Do they cover,
I do not like either one of
do they
those
cover
guys.
that spread? 4.5?
Oh, yeah.
They cover the
a
spread?
bold
All right.
strategy.
Jay Cutler will cover that spread in the first quarter.
Knocker, this is going to be an absolute
He's
fantastic.
great at throwing to the other team.
This is going to be a fantastic game here. I think it's going to tell a lot about how these two teams go from here on out. Here we go.
Cowboys versus Broncos.
Cowboys, Broncos, baby. Got the Fox game at 1 p.m. here.
I love it.
Broncos at home coming
Wow,
off
what a
of the
good
win
game.
here, Knocker. Got Dallas Cowboys shellacking the Giants here. What do you think the spread is in this one, though? Real quick, man. Broncos at home. Always the beast.
I'm going to think they're going to favor Dallas by maybe 2.5, maybe even a field goal.
Dallas by 3.
Dallas by 2.5 here. Not bad. Dallas is going to be favored. Everyone knows where I'm going. Cowboys are legit, man. They've got the best offense in football. I think their defense is suspect, especially the secondary, but I think Simeon had his best game that we're going to see out of him all year last night. I don't think he's going to play like that again. I'm going to go with the Cowboys here in a great game. I think it's a close game here. I'm going to go with the Cowboys 24-20 over the Broncos.
Had Denver finished that game, I'd be pulling for the upset. I'd give them a really strong chance to pull an upset. But
Yeah.
collapsing like that against the Chargers, just barely escaping with the win.
Right.
I just, I don't see them pulling out in front of the Cowboys and waiting for them to come back. I think the Cowboys get up on them fairly early
Okay.
and sustain it. I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys, like I said,
And they
control
cover
that
it.
clock, man.
And they cover it.
Yeah, I think it's close, but I do think they cover it. What do you, Cam?
My
you got
mind's telling me no, but my heart.
This
telling
is a
me
good
yes.
pick 'em, man. It's a big pick. You're in
gotta-
first place, dude.
I gotta pick the Broncos.
You got to pick the. I understand. It's
And
going to be a great game.
The
dude.
only thing that I will say about the Broncos, and they thoroughly dominated that game for 3 quarters,
Mm-hmm.
and I think their run defense is very improved. So this will be a close game. I like the Broncos with the points.
Okay, it's not. I mean, that's going to be a great game either way. Broncos Cowboys, one to watch, 1:25 p.m. I think they're going to be that's going to be the Joe Buck Troy Aikman game. So that'll be one
Great,
to watch.
that'll
there.
be fun. That'll be not biased.
Knocker. Now this next game here, I think this is a huge game in particular for one team because I think they're still frauds, even though everyone's high on up them. Here we go.
Redskins versus Rams.
Rams fans, calm the fuck down. You played the Colts. You still have Jared Goff as your quarterback. Okay? Redskins coming in. It's going to be a huge game here for both these teams, Knocker. Are the Rams for real? And are the Redskins going to drop 0-2 already to start the season here? What do you think the spread is in this game here, Knocker? Redskins at Los Angeles.
I'm going to say it's pick 'em.
You say it's pick 'em?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rams by 3.5.
Rams by 2.5 here, man. I don't think the last time the Rams been favored 2 games in a row.
I know, right?
It's crazy. It's craziness.
What's going on?
Stop the
We
presses.
have hurricanes, earthquakes, and the Rams are favored
Right?
2 weeks in a row. World Series.
People must be seeing UFOs.
Right? It's Armageddon, I tell you.
Knocker, I'm going to go with the Redskins here on the road. I'm not a believer in the Rams yet. I got to see something more than beating the Colts the way you did. I'm going to go with the Redskins here to cover that spread. I think they bounce back from that Philly loss on the road here. I'm going to take Washington over the Rams here for both my pick and for my degenerate pick.
Okay, I'm first I got to say, for me, seeing the Rams in blue and white, those are the LA Rams. That is the LA Rams football uniform. That's what I grew up with, watching that. I could see Merlin Olsen and Deacon Jones and Rosie Greer and Roman Gabriel and Jack Snow, all my heroes in those whites. That was fantastic for me. I loved every second of it. If there's a guy that knows the Redskins and knows Kirk Cousins and what he can and cannot do, it's the Rams head coach. I think the Rams have a vastly improved defense. They get Donald back this weekend. I love their receiving core. I'm not saying Goff is a bad quarterback. I just would have
better situation.
I just would have picked the other guy.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's got a coach who understands his talents, and I think the Rams are on the way up, and I think the Redskins fighting all that turmoil on the way down. I like the Rams. I like them to cover.
Okay. Cam.
Oh man,
Yeah,
if I wasn't
big
in
game
the
in Pick'ems.
oh.
Big game here. This is a swing game.
Yes,
Swing
it
game.
is.
Swing game here.
There's only like 2 or 3 of them on
Yeah.
the
They'd be 50-50.
If I was not in the lead, I would pick the Rams, but I got to pick the Redskins. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I just
right?
can't. I can't do it
I
with the Rams.
can't do it either yet. I can't do it either.
No problem.
All right, next game.
But I don't want to. You know what's the thing is, I know I'm going to feel stupid when Wade Phillips puts together a great game
A
plan.
defense-
and
yeah,
they
me
just,
too.
they
I
just
agree.
blow up. Well, I should feel even more stupid. He won us a Super Bowl.
Right? I mean,
Right?
right?
You know what?
Are you going to change it?
Back that ass
Are
up.
you going to change that
Back
thing?
that ass up.
Back that ass up. Back that ass up. Back that ass up.
Give me the Rams.
Oh!
Back that ass up.
All right. Next game up here. We got 3
Join
left.
the family.
Knocker, this is going to be a shellacking here.
This should be the
49ers
blackout game of the week.
versus Seahawks.
49ers, Seahawks here.
This should be the blackout game.
This
of
is
the
gonna
week.
God, this
be
is
just-
an ugly.
Oh, it's going to be ugly.
They're-
Seahawks
man.
coming
They're
home
gonna
after
beat
the
the hell out
loss,
of 'em.
Knocker, to the Packers. We know how the Seahawks play at home. 49ers, yeah, they might be heading the right direction, but they're still the 49ers right now. Seahawks, what do you think the line is set at in this one?
I still think the prognosticators think that Seattle has a good football team. I think they're in decline. But they're at home against just a horrid 49er team. 6.5.
14.
13.5
Is it
points.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think the 49ers score.
Wow.
I
Okay.
personally don't think. I think I'm going to take the Seahawks and I take them to cover.
I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
They
but
win
I
by
would,
2
I would-
touchdowns.
I would bet the points. This is just one of those ugly ass conference games. I think.
Cam?
Seahawks with the points because the 49ers never play well in Seattle. Even
Yeah.
during the Kaepernick years, they got some ass whoopings up there.
Yep, I agree with you.
I'll take the Seahawks.
All right, Sunday Night Football, Knocker. This is going to be a fantastic game. Here we go.
Packers versus Falcons.
Packers versus Falcons here, Knocker. Both these teams coming off wins. Packers winning at home against Seattle. Falcons on the road over the Bears. Falcons at home are always dangerous, man. In that dome, they can sling that ball around. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, that offense. Running game struggled last week, but I think they get it going this week against the Packers. Packers on the road here. I'll let you guys pick first before I make my pick here. Knocker, Packers, Falcons. What do you think the spread is, first of all?
I think Green Bay's favored in this by a field goal.
Think Green Bay is favored?
Yes.
Okay.
Green Bay 2.5.
Atlanta by 2.5 favored here at home. And with that being said there, Knocker, I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers here. I think I'm going to go with Rodgers on the road and take those 3 points. I'll buy it up to 3. I'm going to go Packers on the road over the Falcons in just a fantastic shootout of a game. 31-28 Packers over Falcons.
Yeah, I like the Packers. I like the cover, and I like the over.
Okay. Cam?
I think a lot of points in this game.
Yeah. Over's at 54, man. I mean,
Okay, there's a lot of points in
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah, I'm
this
not
is a
gonna.
big game, man.
I'm not gonna bet against Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I'll
me.
take
That's
the
why I can't do
Packers.
it. I can't do it either for some reason. As much as I respect Atlanta at home,
Sure,
I
absolutely.
respect Aaron Rodgers way more. So.
You know what? The Packers defense has improved, so
It
you
does.
can
All
hold
right,
on to
Monday
that.
Night Football. Here we go.
Monday Night Football. Lions versus Giants.
Man, Lions showed me something last week, Knocker. They really could have folded after that pick six Buy Stafford
this
in this
game.
one. They really could, Knocker. This game's easy for me. It's easy.
No.
This game's easy.
game is not
Lions
easy.
versus Giants. Knocker, what do you think the spread is in this one?
I don't know. This one's difficult. I'm going to think the way that Giants look, as crappy as they looked, I think the Lions are favored by 2 points, 2 or 3 points.
Lions 1.5.
Giants by 4.
Yeah. Giants by 4?
And that's exactly why I'm going Lions plus points,
Yes.
Lions to win. I'm going Lions. Stafford impressed me. They got a little bit more on offense. No Odell Beckham this week. If he does play, he's just a distraction out there. He's not going to do anything. Yeah, Giants defense is impressive. They have no run game. Eli is crap. I'm going Lions and give me those 4 points, maybe.
I'm going to go with
Giants
you
don't play good at home either.
I'm going to go with you on that.
Okay.
I like that.
Cam.
And watch the Giants going to beat them by 50.
Yeah, just destroy them.
Right. Eli's going to throw 4 touchdown passes, and Stafford's going to throw 3 picks.
Yeah,
you watch.
exactly.
But
How many times I can tell you that the Lions have been like, you think they're turning a corner,
Right?
and then
Oh, my
they
God.
lose this game. So I'm picking
50
the Giants.
years
You're going to go
worth.
with the Giants here.
Yes,
Okay.
because I think that the Lions, every time they win a big game at home like this, they go on the road and they just have a bunch of
Right,
woes.
they get shellacked.
All right, B-Knock. Those were our Week 2 Pigskin Pick'ems there, B-Knock. That's, man, already Week 2. It's here.
Yeah,
So
the competition
I'm-
is here already.
It is.
I'm not feeling confident about my Week 2 picks.
Is that why you took that picture of you in first place? Because you're just not going to be there next week?
Yeah, I want to pick
Yeah.
the Rams so bad, but the Redskins. Oh,
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
the
It's
last
tough.
6 games, I'm like,
Yeah,
Right?
it's tough. It's tough. Tough afternoon
tough.
games. All right, Knock, we're not going to go to break. We're just going to roll right into your college football here.
Okay.
Finish off the show. We've got a big weekend in college football. Knock's going to give you all the games coming up, talk about his spreads, what his picks are, and he promises to be better.
God, I'll be much better this week. That was rough, man. Wisconsin they just laid an egg. I'm not impressed with their quarterback at all. They're ranked, I believe, in the new poll. They're ranked at number 10. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they could beat an Auburn team with that offense that they have. But be that as it may, Alabama took care of business. They didn't cover. They beat Fresno State 41. They were putting their subs in like in the first quarter. That's what just hurts you when you pick those big spreads right there. Penn State handled Pittsburgh 33-14. Getting back what they lost last year. Pitt did beat Penn State last year for one of their losses. Again, USC with a 42-24 over a very good Stanford team. They just manhandled them. Michigan had a little trouble early, but then they stepped up the defensive pressure.
Now, Cam, you're a Michigan guy. Is he good enough to lead them into the playoffs? The guy he's good, he's bad. I don't know what to make of the kid.
he's hot and he's cold. All his throws, the one thing that I will say about him is all his interceptions this year have been high, so he's kind of missed off target. I'm not liking that. There's already a lot of Michigan fans who are calling for his benching.
Yeah.
This team is good enough defensively to make it into the playoff. Like, I really do think they're the best team in the Big Ten. I've never seen a Michigan defense, at least during probably most of my time being alive, this fast, this quick. They're built like Alabama.
Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. I think Penn State's the best team in that conference based on their offense. They've got a stud at running back. They've got a quarterback. They can throw the ball deep. Serviceable defense, not a great defense, not like Michigan. I just think that they can outscore Michigan when those two play each other.
Yeah.
I think Penn State, to me, is a more impressive football team based on their Rose Bowl and just what they've done the first 2 weeks of the season this year. Okay, your top 10, Alabama, Oklahoma with a very impressive win. They went into the shoe and just took care of business against Ohio State.
Good win.
Ohio State in their last 3 games have not looked impressive at all. That includes the ass handing they got from Clemson in the playoffs last year. They covered the opening game but did not look good doing it. I think you're right, Barrett's taking a step backwards. He just they don't look crisp. They don't look sharp. I don't know exactly what it is, but there you go. Clemson's that comes in at number 3. USC jumps back up to number 4. Penn State, Washington, who I think is overrated a little bit. I thought that they would be a juggernaut. I think they're a little bit overrated. They should probably be down a little bit farther. Then you have Michigan, Ohio State, Oklahoma State, who's getting no love at all.
Oklahoma State's good, too.
Nobody's buying their Kool-Aid yet because they've let a few people down. But this Oklahoma State-Oklahoma game is going to be an absolute barn burner when they get down to it. Okay, this week's big game. You get Air Force going into Michigan. It's a 24-point spread. I'm just not touching that game. I don't trust Michigan's offense. I just don't trust them to score enough points. It's an odd offense to
It's in
play
the big
against Air
house, yeah.
Force. I think they shut him out, but do they? Maybe what screws you is the block punt or the fumble or the interception that puts 10 points on the board for Air Force. Now you got to get to 34 just to push, and I don't think they have enough offense right now
It's
with
in
the
the big
quarterback.
house?
Yes, it's in the big house.
Okay.
You have Oklahoma State, Pitt. Oklahoma's going on the road to Pitt. 13.5 points to Pittsburgh. I think Oklahoma State covers that.
I'm with you.
This
on
is a
that,
very interesting game here. UCLA, who had the epic comeback against A&M last week, took down the Hawaii Rainbows 56-3. Josh Rosen.
That was Cam's nickname in high school. The Hawaiian Rainbow.
The Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah.
Still got girls too.
They have UCLA as only a 3-point favorite in this game, and I'm
That's
scratching
weird,
my
man.
head
It's
as to
Memphis.
why.
Memphis.
They're going to Memphis. I'm just
Is that just 'cause
scratching
they're
my
traveling?
head.
I don't get it either.
I think UCLA just
tough place to play.
outscores them. Yeah, but I agree with you. But I think Memphis' program, with losing Paxton Lynch, they've taken a little step backwards. I'm going to take UCLA on the points in this one. Game of the week. One of them. Game of the week. Clemson goes to Louisville. Unbelievably huge, important game for both of these teams. The loser probably doesn't get to the playoffs, although I'm not really sold on Louisville yet. I like Clemson the way they took care of business against a pretty good Auburn team. Auburn didn't have a whole lot of offense, but that was a huge test for a rookie quarterback in the number 2 week of the season. I like Clemson going in there and beating Louisville and covering that spread at the same time.
What's the spread?
3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Louisville plus 3.
take Clemson in that too with the defense of Clemson.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Louisville in this game is it's strength on strength, and how many times do you really see an offense beat an overpowering defense?
Correct, exactly.
You don't ever see it, so I'd take Clemson too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Tulane travels to Oklahoma. Oklahoma minus 34. Oklahoma just beats the hell. It's a letdown game. Yes, it is. But Oklahoma early in the season, they just rack up points. They love to score points. At least they did under Bob Stoops. We'll see about this guy. But I actually think they cover that. Nice game in the SEC. Tennessee goes to Florida. Florida minus 5. They get all the players back that were on suspension. I'm going to go with Tennessee. I think he's building a little bit of a program up there. They've had a couple nice wins. This is a very huge game for Tennessee. If they can win this game, they're kind of turning a corner and getting back their program where it once was. I'm actually going to take Tennessee in the points in this.
I wouldn't touch that game. I think that's the game that you probably don't touch.
Right.
Only because Tennessee has historically struggled against
betting on
Exactly,
Tennessee.
right?
So I hate it.
Yeah.
And then I don't like the uncertainty of not knowing, like you said, when Michigan played Florida, they didn't have all their players.
Exactly.
I don't think you
So
touch
I
that.
probably won't post it, but just for right now, for the show. Army goes into Ohio State. Ohio State's a 30.5-point favorite. I like Army in the points, man. I do. I think Ohio State's just going to be hugely let down. They got their ass handed to them at home. They've been struggling. They'll win the game, but
Do you think if Ohio State runs the table, they still get in?
Yes.
sure, because they'd have to beat Michigan and Penn State probably to do so.
And then,
So this
and
game
then you'd
does
have to
mean,
be
like, as far as you're saying let down, they still have something to play for.
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
in the Big
I mean,
Ten.
They lost to Oklahoma. It's the top.
No,
they're
I
ranked
get it,
number
but
2,
I mean,
so.
when you lose something like that, maybe like you said, like if Louisville loses to Clemson, their
but they're
playoff chances
different.
are done.
They're different conferences,
Right,
though.
that's
my
You
point,
look at
yeah.
the Big Ten, and
Yeah.
you have to play Michigan. You have to play Penn State. Potentially, you play Wisconsin twice. Like those
Exactly.
games will get you back in.
Right. If they can run the table, they're definitely back in.
Yeah.
Colorado State goes to Alabama. Alabama's 20.5-point favorite. I'm not even going to touch that because it looks like Nick Saban is intent on getting some of the backups some work, so I wouldn't touch this game. Let me see what else we got here. Okay, we got a big one on the West Coast. A rematch of the 2006 National Championship game. Vince Young, Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, who I'm
I think
still
that-
trying to figure out why the hell he lateraled that ball.
I think Vegas is disrespecting USC in this game.
USC is a 15.5-point
That's
favorite.
disrespectful. I'm gonna take USC all day in that to fucking destroy them.
I'm picking USC, and I think they
All
win
day.
big. First sellout
Texas
in
can't
USC.
stop the run, man.
First sellout in USC, I believe, in 6 years, if I'm
I
not
think-
mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was like since 2013 or something like that. They haven't had a sell
Yeah,
in a
4 or
while.
5 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they only had like
exactly. They got 90. They got
83,000 or
93,000. It's
Is that
sold
bad?
out.
Yeah.
It is sold out this week.
Maryland-
USC is going to
Maryland-
win and win big.
Yeah, well, Maryland put up 51
Right.
points, and I know that Maryland offense is not as good as at
No.
all as what USC has. So.
No, it's not.
Big
All right,
time.
you have anything left here, Knock? You're good.
You got Stanford going down to San Diego State. San Diego State just beat. Who'd they beat? Who'd they beat last week? Oh, I think they beat Arizona State.
Arizona State is terrible. And you know what? Actually, one of the games that I would say is take whatever Texas Tech is favored by in Lubbock, take them over ASU very big.
Okay.
All right,
Arizona State's defense looks like ass.
Okay, I like it. Stanford's going to cover that. I think they go down there and
good.
And just pound on them. Yeah, I think we're good. That's
Okay.
our picks. We'll post my picks.
Yeah, we'll post them up
on Thursday,
yeah.
and hopefully I make a comeback this week.
Hopefully, man. All right, guys, this is a fun show. That was good. Very
Yes.
informative. Had a lot of fun. Cam, thank you for coming in. It's always enjoyable having you on the show, man. It really
Thank
is. You bring some good insight, even though that jersey looks horrible on you.
Thank you.
Good luck this weekend, though, man. It's going to be a good game between me
I
and
just
you.
like
It
the way
really
you
is.
custom fitted it for the gun show.
Dude,
Hold on.
It's ladies, baby.
Hold on. What I will say is that ASU is a 7-point dog to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Everyone, take that. It is a lock.
All right.
I've watched them. They're horrible.
All right. You heard it from Cam.
Take the Red Raiders this week big.
All right. If you lose, send the hate mail to CBullock1 on Twitter.
Yes.
We'll be back next week. Love you guys all.